Alright, what's going on, everyone? JC Fire back at it again. Finally getting in the swing of things and getting back into some of these reviews. But, man, we're getting close. We're getting close. I told you guys when I did the last Magnolia video, which came, I think, like Wednesday, I believe. Was it? Yeah, it was Wednesday or so. I did the video on Magnolia and said, when we hit the 100 subscription mark, we're going to be doing a giveaway. We're getting closer. We're exactly 6 subscriptions away from doing a giveaway. I got some cool stuff that we're going to be giving away live stream here on YouTube as a thank you to all you wonderful people that just make this channel great. Channel hasn't even been around a year, so I appreciate awesome feedback, subscriptions, likes, and so forth. But with that being said, we had some Magnolia on Wednesday, and we're back at it today. Matt Brooks, what a wonderful, beautiful human being he is. He's in the works of revamping up his company. He's looking to get bigger kitchen space and stuff like that, and he's looking to really revamp his company here. So he's looking for a potential relaunch to Magnolia Sauce Company, his company. He said probably sometime in spring, so he's trying to get back and do some tester sauces to see which ones he wants to release when he comes out. We had some the other day, man, and he had that green habanero. Oh my gosh. And magnificent on burritos, tacos. I think we're through a quarter of a bottle already, and I just opened it on Wednesday, so I really hope Matt brings that one back in action when he revamps his company. You know, some of his other great ones at Reaper's Orchard is just a beautiful apple sauce, and the Carolina Mud Dog. Just made some with edamame the other night. Ooh, and fresh black garlic. It was so good. But, so, tonight, we have a taco sauce. And then we got some dessert. Yeah. So, Matt's testing out this one. It's called a taco sauce. And then this one is a very, very interesting one. He says it's a dark chocolate with black cherry and banana. So, I'm really intrigued to try that banana cherry dark chocolate sauce. Really stoked about that one. But we're going to start with the main entree, the taco sauce, and then we'll finish off with some dessert here. So, with the taco sauce, man, I read the ingredients on this and I was like, oh my gosh, this is just going to sound amazing. So he starts out with the first ingredients is dried chilies. He uses ancho, guajillo, arbol, and chipotle. So it's got kind of that Mexican vibe to it. The ancho, the guajillo, the arbol, the chipotle. Beautiful blend of peppers if you're trying to go for that taco Mexican type of vibe. Apple cider vinegar. You got the tomatoes in there, which you typically see in some of these taco sauces. Guava juice, love that. Onion, garlic. This is where it gets interesting. Brewed coffee, so it's going to kind of give it that darkness blend to it. You add some lime juice in there for some sourness to go in there. Dried chanterelle mushrooms, so you're going to get those earthy tones in there. But the black garlic powder on the backside here going to go well with that earthiness of like those chanterelle mushrooms, kosher salt, cumin, and then coriander. Man, oh my. Oh, it's just, it's like, I always use the nostril tones. Hallelujah. Oh my gosh, my nostrils lighting up like a Christmas tree. Oh my gosh. Getting that dark Mexican vibe to it. You definitely pick up those dried chilies in there, balanced with that cumin, the coriander to it. Oh man. Ooh. That coffee, the mushrooms, and the black garlic is just gonna go. Oh my gosh, that smells incredible. It pours just beautifully. It pours perfect. It's got body to it. It's not too thin. It's not clumpy. It's just got a beautiful, beautiful consistency. Now, he's not using a lot of super hots in here. He's not hitting heavy hitters with this. So he's just going with those anchos, the guajillo, the arbol, and the chipotle, which should give it like a high medium, or not high medium, high mild vibe to it. It's going to have a little heat to it, but it's not going to beat you up. It's going to be kind of a well-balanced heat for not just, for the average person that's looking for just a balanced sauce. So all right, there's a lot going on. Heat wise, it's very mild. Got subtle heat to it, but anybody that's your non chili head will be able to eat this. So the dried chilies just come right out the front. They go very well with that coriander, that cumin, but it's got this like backside. It's got like this bold earthiness almost going to it, which just pairs well with those dried chilies, the cumin, the coriander. So that dark, that coffee, right, adds just like this bold darkness to it. Those mushrooms in there add an earthiness to it, but it kind of all comes together with that black garlic, which kind of has like that balsamic kind of vibe going to it. And you're getting a subtle note of like sourness. So you're picking up some of that guava juice and some of that lime juice in there. And it's just meshing. It's got a ton of depth to it. There's just so many flavors going in here at play. But as soon as you smell this, I'm telling you right now, you just think straight like Mexican food vibes. There is no way around it. I absolutely love it. Heat-wise, there isn't much heat to it. You're just getting the basic ancho, the guajillo, the arbol, the chipotle peppers. They don't pack that punch. So you get a very subtle heat to it. It is not a burner. I'm going to be honest, this is to me, it's definitely a mild sauce. I even think to the non-chili head, you're going to find that this is a rather mild sauce as well. We're going to go in for a second here. The pair of peppers used in this, though, is just magnificent, right? So those Mexican peppers coming in at play. You get that cumin, you get that coriander in there, right? You're definitely picking up that boldness. It adds like a dark boldness by using that coffee in there. The black garlic edging it out, that black garlic powder with some of that balsamic sweet tones to it. And then those mushrooms get the earthy tones. So those three ingredients right there just pair so beautifully. And then you're adding the guava juice with the lime juice in there to give it just like this back edge kind of sourness. And one thing that comes to mind, like when I think about that lime, I just did the Bravado, the new garlic and arbol Moruga scorpion sauce from Bravado. And what you get in that is you get those nice just Mexican vibes, but it slices through with some of that sourness from the lime in there. And that's kind of what you get. You get these Mexican vibes that balance out from like that balsamic like vibe going on from the black garlic powder, the earthiness of those mushrooms, and then that coffee just gives it like this bold like flavor. It is good. I'm going to tell you right now, that is probably one of the best taco sauces I've had. You add some in there. Tom Mata's got one at Allegheny. Mikey V makes an incredible one. Ron Menon from Hell's Kitchen makes another one. Taco Cat, they're all exceptional. I 100% would put this up there. And Matt, if it were me and you were looking to add a little bit of heat to it, I would definitely keep those dried chilies up front because you want those Mexican vibes to come into play. Maybe add a little bit of like a chocolate hob because you already have that earthiness going on from like the mushrooms. I think in using something like a chocolate hob, definitely on the bottom towards the back of the ingredients on there, could pick up the heat a little bit and get that to a medium. You don't want to overkill because the flavors come out beautifully. 100%. Really hope, Matt, that you kick this one because it is just delicious. I put that up there with some of the other taco sauces that I've had, man. It is a delight. So great job on that. Only suggesting maybe just kicking up the heat just a little bit, even using the chocolate hob, not up front, but down on the bottom end of the ingredients list can just add just a little bit of heat. I wouldn't say overkill the heat because you're going to take away from those flavors that just come out so beautiful. So we had the entree. No, we got dessert. So this is, from what he says, it's a black cherry, dark chocolate, like banana sauce. Now this one I know is going to have more heat to it, right? So the ingredients on this one, he said, are black cherries, bananas, right up front, black cherries, bananas, white vinegar, brown sugar, so you're going to get some of that sweetness in there. But he is coming hard. Chocolate scorpions and chocolate reapers. So this one is going to be significantly hotter than the taco sauce right out the bay. But he's keeping that fruitiness vibe to it. So he's using raspberries in there. So we're getting a little bit of that berry blend to go with those black cherries. Dark chocolate in there. And then you're getting kosher salt, allspice, nutmeg, cinnamon to back it off with those spices. Ooh. Oh my gosh. So you're definitely picking up some of that chocolate vibe in there, but it just smells glorious with that. It's almost got like that allspice, cinnamon, nutmeg spice, just like, it's just glowing in the nostrils. Oh my gosh, that smells incredible. Ooh. That one pours out a little thicker, so this one definitely has a lot more body to it than the taco sauce. But once again, you know, bananas are up front in the top of the ingredients there, so it's going to add a lot of body to that sauce. So, oh my gosh. Oh, that one's got a lot more heat than the taco sauce. Right? Definitely picking up that chocolate cherry vibe. The banana's adding that body and that boldness to it, right? Some of that sweetness right off the tongue from the brown sugar. You get that beautiful blend of that allspice, the cinnamon, the nutmeg on the back of that chocolate, raspberry, cherry vibe going on. And this one is significantly hotter, right? So we got chocolate scorpions and the chocolate reapers. I will say this, though. The flavors come right out the gate, though. And they're beautiful. And they stand out. And then within a couple seconds, those peppers start really, really, really hammering. Ooh, that is good. Now, Matt said this is definitely, it came out a little bit hotter than what he was expecting. He says he has to use it sparingly. I personally like it. I think it is definitely a hot sauce. in the hot category. I don't think it's super hot, but Matt, if you're looking to tone it down just a little bit, maybe you're trying to keep that chocolate vibe going, I would not go as low as like a chocolate hob. If you're looking to kind of middle ground the heat, maybe doing chocolate ghost peppers as a replacement for like those chocolate scorpions and the chocolate reapers. If you're looking for a middle ground, I like the heat to it. There are going to be a lot of people out there that aren't the average chili head that are going to think it's significantly hotter. I think a good middle ground would definitely be like a chocolate ghost pepper. I wouldn't go as low as like a chocolate hob. The flavors come out. The heat does not overtake from the flavors on that. Cherry, raspberry, even getting some of that banana vibe in there, right? Sweetness, chocolatey. You're picking up those blends of spices on the back of the tongue. It really, really lets you settle in those flavors. And then the heat, bam, comes in after. This one's definitely on the hot scale. So from the taco sauce, we had that like mild vibe going on, where I think you could have used a little bit more heat to it, just a tad. This one, to me, I like it. I like the hot vibe going on. May not be for everybody that's not the average chili head. I think a good middle ground be like a chocolate ghost pepper, kind of flare up the heat but not overkill it. Even in this sense of it being hot, I'm going to tell you right now that the peppers do not overtake the flavors of the sauce. It is magnificent. The cherry, that banana, that raspberry vibe, kicking in right off the front with that brown sugar to sweeten it up. You pick up those chocolate vibes. Those spices on the back are just so beautifully done. And then boom, the scorpions and the reapers come in and make this a hot one. Matt, as always though, you're a beautiful, wonderful human being for letting me sample some of these sauces. Man, I could see how all these sauces so far play into your lineup. They're magnificent. That green hob that I tried the other day is an absolute must. The taco sauce has just got this wonderful overall balanced depth sauce. It is magnificent. I love what your play on the flavors there with that black garlic, the coffee, those mushrooms in there to just go with that wonderful blend of that Mexican spice. Magnificent. And then, dude, this dessert sauce is magnificent. It is so good. I could see taking like a nice dark brownie with a chocolate brownie, warming it up, throwing a nice wonderful scoop of vanilla ice cream on top of it, and then just coating this up and just giving it that wonderful play on dessert. Excellent job. I know you said that one was a little too hot for you. I personally love it. I think it's just got magnificent heat to it. It is definitely hot, but it's not super hot. I don't know if you're looking for something a little more balanced. Maybe the chocolate like ghost may be a good middle ground for you. I would not go as low as like a chocolate hob, because personally the heat, the sweetness, the fruits just pair so well with this blend, and the reapers and the scorpions really allow those flavors to come out. So, Matt, thank you again for letting me sample some of these and test some of these out for you. Guys, I'll have a link to Magnolia Sauce Company, Matt Brooks. They are on a little bit of a hiatus right now. Only a couple more months. Matt says they're going to get kicked back up here in spring. I'll have the link so you guys can get to it when you want to. Let's get those 6 subscriptions in so that we can get some live giveaways here on YouTube for you guys. I got some wonderful companies I've reached out to. I'm going to be purchasing some stuff from to give away. I got an overabundance of sauce here. We'll probably throw in some extra sauces from the tons that I have laying around here. So, check out Magnolia. Check out their story. Matt Brooks, man, is just a wonderful, wonderful human being. So, check them out. I hope you guys have a wonderful Valentine's Day, and have a great night.